Hey guys, Joanne here with Newegg TV. I'm here to do an overview on this Cooler Master CM Storm Scout 2 mid-tower computer case in white. This case is made of steel with some plastic and it measures 9.1 inches wide, 20.2 inches tall, and 20.5 inches deep. At the front we have your three 5¼ inch drive bays, plenty of mesh for ventilation, and below that two 120mm white LED fans. You also have the option of installing just one 140mm fan. And on this side, we have a side panel window so you can look into your internal components, and mounting points for two 120mm fans. On the rear, we have a couple grommets to thread your cables through, as well as your water cooling tubes, a pre-installed 120mm fan, not LED, and here's your knockout for your input-output shield, for your motherboard, 7 expansion slots, and over here we have a vertical expansion slots for if you wish to add, like, let's say USB ports or eSATA, or you could leave this on. This is called the Storm Guard, and you can see these holes here. You can thread your mouse and keyboard through here for some extra protection if you're at LAN events or whatnot. And below that, a bottom power supply mount. Finally, on this side, we do have a popped out panel, so you get some even more cable management room. I'm going to go ahead and pop off the front bezel so you can get a look inside at your two 120s. And this is where your 5¼ inch drive bays are. At the top of the case, behind the sliding cover, we have your two USB 2.0 ports, two USB 3, your headphone and microphone jacks. And here we have your power button, reset, and your LED on and off for your two front fans. This is a steel reinforced carrying handle, and it's got a smooth rubberized feel to it. It's positioned in such a way that it's actually very easy to lug this around. And beneath that we have some honeycomb ventilation, and you have the option to install two 120mm fans. On the bottom, we have some raised rubberized feet to improve airflow as well as reduce noise, and a removable dust filter for where your power supply sits. Very handy. Next to that, a mounting point for a 120mm fan. I've removed the thumb screws for the right side panel, so let's take a quick look-see. Inside, we have a large cutout for your aftermarket heatsink, plenty of tie-down points for managing your cables, and rubber grommets to thread your cables through. We also have plenty of room between the motherboard tray and the case, so you get space to store those cables. And here we have your two 2-pin LED connectors for your front fans, as well as 3-pin power cables. And now for a look at the interior. As you can see, it has a black and white theme going on, and this case is compatible with micro ATX and ATX motherboards. Here's another look at your rear exhaust as well as its 3-pin connector. If I just tilt this a little bit, you'll see these tabs, white tabs there. There are 6 of them that you'll want to pop out if you want to remove your top cover. And let me tilt it this way. There's some raised rubber pads for where your power supply sits to help reduce vibration. And over here we have front panel connectors. This is your 20-pin USB 3.0 header. Let's see, I believe we also have, these are your audio connectors, USB 2.0 connector, and your power reset and LED plugs. Over here we have your three 5¼ inch drive bays. It is a toolless locking mechanism. And below that, your 7 3.5 inch drive mounts. They've included 2 drive sleds here for you with adapters for 2.5 inch drives, so you can go ahead and install those if you'd like. And the hard drive cage is removable. Just take off these 4 screws here and 1 in the back. And one more thing is that it has a mount for a 120mm fan. I went ahead and removed the 5 screws here, so hard drive cage just slides out like this. And here's another look at the mounting point for your 120 optional fan. Oh, and with the hard drive cage installed, you get a graphics card clearance of 287 millimeters or 11.3 inches of space. And without the hard drive cage, you get 399 millimeters or 15.7 inches of clearance. And one more thing I wanted to mention is that for your CPU cooler height, you get a clearance of 162 millimeters or 6.4 inches without the side fan. And now for a look at the accessories. We have your installation guide, bag filled with your cable ties, motherboard speakers, motherboard standoffs, as well as other mounting hardware. And here are your 3.5-inch drive mounting brackets. What I have to do is attach the brackets to the drive and go ahead and slide it through. Here's a demo of the front fan LEDs and the switch that turns it on and off on the top panel. That wraps up our overview on this Cooler Master CM Storm Scout 2 mid-tower computer case in white. I'm Joanne, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our Newegg YouTube channel. Thanks for watching Newegg TV, and we'll see you next time.